Hello, my name is Adriana Gonzalez, and I will be presenting a few of the concepts within Chapter 12 that goes over wireless LANs. First, to begin, the introduction to wireless. So, there is wireless personal area networks, which are WPAN, or wireless LANs, WLAN, or wireless MANs, so WMAN. So a WPAN uses low-powered transmitters for a short-range network, usually 20 to 30 feet. Bluetooth and Zigbee-based devices are commonly used in WPANs. As for wireless LANs, these are more suitable for use in a home, office, or even around like a campus environment, such as Chicago State. And in terms of WMANs, these are more suitable for providing wireless access to a metropolis city or a specific district, such as Chicago. Next is Wlan Components. So just to break down the different types, wireless NICs are used to communicate wirelessly laptops, tablets, smartphones, and even to the latest automobiles, including integrated wireless NICs that incorporate a radio transmitter/receiver. However, if a device does not have an integrated wireless NIC, then a USB wireless adapter can be used, as shown in this figure. It can either be this one or this one, and these just go into the side of the computer. Wireless home routers. These are the type of infrastructure device that an end device associates and authenticates, which varies based on the size and requirement of the WLAN. So for example, a home user typically interconnects wireless devices using a small wireless router, as shown here. And the wireless router serves as an access point, switch, or a router. Lastly, the wireless access points. These are wireless clients use their wireless NICs to discover nearby APs advertising their SSID. After being authenticated, wireless users have access to network resources. So, while range extenders are easy to set up and configure, the best solution would be to install another wireless access point to provide dedicated wireless access to the user devices. Next, we have Wlan Operations. So just to go a little bit into the wireless topology modes, there's 3 different kinds, starting with ad hoc mode, infrastructure mode, and tethering. Wireless LANs can accommodate various network topologies. The 802.11 standard identifies 2 main wireless topology modes, ad hoc mode and infrastructure mode. You can see that here. Tethering is also a mode sometimes used to provide quick wireless access. A basic service set, or a BSS, consists of a single AP interconnecting all associated wired clients, as you can see here. That's why there's this space in the middle. Secondly, when a single BSS provides insufficient coverage, 2 or more BSS can be joined through a common distribution system into an extended service set, such as ESS. Next is CAPWAP operations. So CAPWAP is an IEEE standard protocol that enables a WLC to manage multiple APs and WLANs. CAPWAP is also responsible for the encapsulation and forwarding of WLAN client traffic between an AP and a WLC. More so, a key component of CAPWAP is the concept of a split media access control, MAC. The CAPWAP split MAC concept does all of the functions normally performed by individual APs and distributes them between 2 functional components. These 2 functional components being AP MAC functions and WLC MAC functions. So as you can see in the table, it breaks down a little bit of their functions, such as beacons and probe responses and authentication. Next is channel management. So, just to touch lightly on this, when discussing frequency channel saturation, wireless LAN devices have transmitters and receivers tuned to specific frequencies of radio waves to communicate. In terms of channel selection, a best practice for WLANs requiring multiple APs is to use non-overlapping channels. For example, the 802.11 BGN standard, which we talked about in the previous slide, operates in the 2.4 gigahertz to 2.5 gigahertz spectrum. Some of the things to consider when planning to actually develop or deploy a WLAN is that if APs are to use existing wiring, or if they are locations where APs cannot be placed, note these locations on the map. Another thing to take into consideration would be to note all potential sources of interference, which can include things like microwave ovens, wireless video cameras, fluorescent lights, motor detectors, and any other devices that use the 2.4 gigahertz range. Next, we have Wlan Threats. Just as we have the management part of this, we also need to consider the threats and the security of the wireless connections. So, to break it down into the wireless security overview, there are 4 different sections: interception of data, wireless intruders, denial of service attacks, and rogue APs. The interception of data is wireless data that should be encrypted to prevent it from being read by eavesdroppers. Wireless intruders are unauthorized users attempting to access the network resources that can be deterred through effective authentication techniques. These are things like passwords, usernames, things that we're used to more on a day-to-day basis. Next is denial of service attacks, or DOS. This is access to the WLAN services that can be compromised either accidentally or maliciously, such as hackers, or getting your password taken, or security being purposes. Various solutions exist depending on the source of the DOS attack. Lastly is rogue APs. These are unauthorized APs installed by a well-intentioned user or for malicious purposes that can be detected using management softwares. So securing your WLAN. As you've seen in your packet tracers, we did this multiple times, and this is a concept that should be clear throughout most of the chapters following chapter 12. To break this down, SSID cloaking, some of the characteristics are AP and some wireless routers allow the SSID beacon frame to be disabled. Wireless clients must manually configure the SSID to connect to the network. Next, MAC addressing filtering. An administrator can manually permit or deny clients wireless access based on their physical MAC hardware address. In the figure, the router is configured to permit 2 MAC addresses. Devices with different MAC addresses will not be able to join the 2.4 gigahertz WLAN. This concludes my presentation on chapter 12, WLAN concepts. Thank you so much for watching.